Alright, here we go. I'm going to try something new this time, guys. I have just noticed that Krakken and Lord of Lords, they're playing 1v1s right now. They're just both entering rank Q, I'm pretty sure. And I have the opportunity to try something a little bit different, which is going to be... I'm going to attempt to spectate this entire thing through free cam with a controller, so it's nice and smooth. I'm glad this is Twin Peaks. They just played a dual game. I did not get to catch the entire thing on the watch tab, and I think this will be a lot easier to accomplish via free cam on Twin Peaks. It's a much more contained map. Krakken as the Osprey, and Lord of Lords also as an Osprey. Oh gosh, so we are going to have an Osprey mirror on Twin Peaks. Lord of Lords going with the outpost neutralized from behind. Krakken going for the kill the neutrals first from the front on the bridge side. It looks like Lord of Lords is going to take the outpost first, but we'll have to clear neutrals. Not going to be super hard with all these Dillos and as an Osprey. Krakken right behind. Not going to be too much, you know. Not going to be a big difference here. They're both going to... Actually, Krakken finishes off the last T99 first, so does get a little bit of a head start in the bottom fight over here. Panning around. Panning around is fun. Gotta keep my eye on that little mini-map, though. But Krakken way out in front right now. Losing a Dillo. I don't think Lord of Lords has lost anything in the mid-fight quite yet. Bucky and an Archie up for Krakken, and it's just pure Dillo from Lord of Lords right now, which is a little gratuitous, to be quite honest. Lots of creeps walking in for the Krakken. Gonna be distracting that Buster, I think. No, the Busters ignore the infantry? I didn't think they did that, but either way, they weren't firing at it. Krakken is a little bit behind. It's 8-13 upkeep-wise. Lord of Lords just, you know, super quickly microing those Dillos. One Buster and all Dillos from Lord of Lords, whereas Krakken has a little bit of a unit mix, or at least did. The two Buckies out. Krakken, with what his unit composition is right now, needs to probably plan for a longer game, whereas Lord of Lords can probably afford a shorter game. Or not afford to, but with the unit composition, he might want to go a little bit overly aggressive right now, willing to lose a few units because he is a little bit ahead right now. He is a couple units ahead. Krakken has lost a couple units due to just the straight up mid-fight battle, and an Aegis up for Lord of Lords has been up, but I just mentioned it now to thwart the Bucky fire. Not that it's honestly, with only 2-3 Buckies out on the field, Krakken's not really going to get a lot done with that amount of Buckies, especially against an Osprey opponent that's just basically spamming tanks. And I guess the only other thing is a Buster on the field, really. I wish these trees weren't here. You could see past. I could get it from this view. But yeah. So guys, let me know what you think about this free cam. This is kind of a fun little thing that I just decided to do, and on Twin Peaks it's gonna be a lot easier. And I could do this. I can try to go like this. Ooh, ooh, artillery firing, tank lines. Ooh, zooming in on Lord of Lords. Ooh, Lord of Lords moving up. I'm not sure if he's pushing out. Actually, oh boy, actually pushing out. Okay, no, moving forward just so he could leap forward a little bit. And Krakken trying to grab control of the bottom side with all those Buckies, but losing quite a lot of units, 16-19. So it's still not a really egregious difference, but Lord of Lords is gaining a lot of ground with those Dillos and Buster locations, or that micro. I don't think these guys obviously are aware that I am casting their live game right now. I think they're probably about 2 minutes ahead of me, or a minute ahead of me or so at this point. Generator down for the Krakken. But yeah, Lord of Lords with a better position for sure. Whoa. Huh, that was weird. What's happening there? Huh, I'm not doing that. That's funny. I am not doing that. Oh, AirMech, you buggy bastard. Let's take it from Lord of Lords' perspective here. See if I can get this down here. Shooting in on the Krakken. The Aegis doing its job. but the Aegis needs to be moved up probably. But I don't think Lord of Lords needs it. Very, very well ahead. Look at this beautiful line of Busters and Dillos. Look at this freaking that layout right there, that micro, that positioning. It's such you know, it's meticulously positioned right there with the Aegis in the back and everything. Lord of Lords pushing Kraken back. Let's zoom out here. Let's zoom out a little bit. Ooh. I don't know why it's all weird and sideways like that sometimes. That's super very confusing right now. I'm not doing that. I swear to God I'm not doing that. I don't know what's causing that. Yep, I don't know. That's very confusing. But anyway, I think it's when I have weird angles. Kraken losing ground here. Lord of Lords with a lot of tanks here. It's 10 to 23. Kraken might want to consider pulling behind. I mean, probably should have considered pulling back to behind the post way before this, before losing a lot of units. And at this point, Lord of Lords just needed to push out, I think. This game is basically over. Oh, and now we're getting that weird thing on the... Okay, I'm gonna reset my free cam. However much sense that makes. Whoosh. To you guys. Oh man, that I don't know if you can see that, guys, but this thing right here, this pops up. This weird texture thingy pops up when you get too far off of the line where you are in the in free cam. It just gets very confused. Okay, let's move this around here. Move this back and back to free cam. And I think that thing is gone now. Lord of Lords realizing that Kraken needs to, basically, desperate times call for desperate measures. So he's probably not going to fight him straight up, because that's basically a losing battle, especially here on this position in Twin Peaks. So Kraken needs to do something. Leaves one Dillo, so he can neutralize this outpost. But will he have the infantry? No, because obviously Lord of Lords is closer to his posts, to the creeps walking in. Had some sergeants in queue. Kraken, although gets the neutralization, won't really be able to get away with this for much longer. He needs to fly back. Will he lose these Dillos, though? Will Lord of Lords be able to snipe these Dillos? I think Kraken coming back with some sergeants to neutralize, but the Dillos need to be saved and repositioned here. One brute, oh no, two brutes are in there, so I think it was two sergeants, two brutes. And he does get the neutralization, but the outpost goes right back up to Lord of Lords. I don't think I could spectate a 2v2 like this, guys. It would be way too much to follow. Especially on a map that's not Twin Peaks. Kraken does take the post very, like, basically right at the last second, but does get finished off, and Lord of Lords gonna be able to take this post right back, and I think at this point, well, let's see, what Buster's put over here for the T-99, so I guess Kraken, in theory, has a hope to hold top and push into the top, or not push into, but leapfrog up to the top, but it looks like this is probably going to be an exploded outpost pretty soon, regardless of if Lord of Lords tanks does the last blow, or if Kraken's surrender, it looks like is probably what's about to happen, actually finishes the game. Take a little zoom out here. Turn off the UI. I don't know if you guys know you can do that, but you can. What's happening? I expected a surrender by now. Something broke. Did something break? Anyway, it doesn't really matter. It allows me to fly in circles like this and go low and there you go. That did it. Okay. Weird enough. Lord of Lords taking this ranked 1v1 on Twin Peaks over the Kraken. I mean, not much to say there. Lord of Lords with the Dillo spam really maximized the Osprey play throughout the Busters at the right time, countered the Buckies with the Aegis. It's just textbook AirMech right there, just textbook execution. So great job by Lord of Lords, but also very admirable play by the Kraken as tried to mix it up, tried to go with Buckies and artillery, and you know, it was a lot. It was a very interesting game. I hope you guys had a great time flying around with me, and maybe we'll do it again sometime. I don't know. This is RUI, and that is game. See you next time.